Okay, let's talk about the infinitive. That's the bottom right corner here next to the verb to do, and under the modal is the infinitive. So go ahead and click that. All right, the infinitive. Here we go. This is the infinitive. The infinitive to be, to be, to do, and to have, or to do, to have, to be, to do. Okay, here we go. The infinitive. Okay, the infinitive to is most commonly followed by present simple. There are four other forms. They are the tenses we studied: perfect, perfect continuous, continuous, and passive. The infinitive forms of be, do, and have never change. They are not affected by tense, being present tense, past tense, or future tense, number, singular or plural, or person, first person, second person, or third person. They're static. There's only to be, to have, and to do, followed by the pattern. So they often answer the questions how and why after the verb tense in the same position as the preposition. So you say the verb tense, the patterns, the 7 patterns, then you can add the infinitive on it as a plus, like extra information. Yeah? Let's look at that. All right, here it is. So we have the infinitive. We have to be here, which goes over here. We have the verb to have, which goes down here, and we have the verb to do, which goes over here. If we start over on the right to do, you'll see that do is only one pattern, right? It's just do. So he was reading to learn. He was making money to eat, to feed his family, to help his sister, okay? For the verb to have, the infinitive to have is the pattern, and then to have, the first one is a person, a place, a thing, or an idea, right? To have something, right? To have a person, place, thing, or idea. So he went to the restaurant to have something, to have lunch, for example. Yeah. Or to have done. Okay. So he needs to pay attention to have begun his journey. Okay. Or to have and then been doing. So pattern 1, 2, 3. There are 3 patterns for have. There's 1 pattern for to, and there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 patterns for be. So be is the busiest. So here, so to have been doing. So he needs to pay attention in class if he wants to have been learning something. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. To have been progressing. So he had to work hard to, he had to have been working hard to have been progressing, to have been learning. Okay, let's go here. To and the doing. Okay. To be doing, to be done, to be adjective, to be someone or something, and to be reflexive pronoun, which we haven't got to yet. Going to get in part 4. Okay, that's possessive adjective plus self, basically. So myself, yourself, his self, herself, ourselves, their self, itself. Okay, so to be learning. Okay, so to be studying, you have to pay your tuition to be studying at the school. Okay, so you have to work hard to be educated. Let's say, educated. So present, past participle. So this is the past participle. Okay, to be seesaw, seen. Okay, you have to go to the show to be seen, for example. Okay, let's do adjective. Okay, you need to wear a warm jacket outside to be warm when it's cold, or to not be cold when it's snowing. How about that? To be or not to be, to have or not to have, to do or not to do. This is the question. It's a famous saying, right? Okay. So he worked hard to be the boss, yeah? To be successful. Successful is something, right? Okay. Okay. He built a fire to be warm. Okay. And you should always want to be yourself. Okay, these are all the positions that you can go to with the infinitive. Well, the most common is here, obviously, but all are possible. Let's look at this a little further. The infinitive the infinitive asks how to or why. So, how or why. It answers the question how or why. They often answer the questions how and why after the verb tense in the same position as the preposition. The preposition is part 4. Okay, here we go. Sometimes they act as an adverb. So this answers the question why or for what purpose. It can answer the question how someone did something. So we must pay attention why or how to learn in this case. Yeah. Okay. It can be used to show why something is done. Okay, let's look at that. I talked to him to make him feel better. Yeah. So why did I talk to him? I talked to him to make him feel better. When explaining why, it will always follow either an object pronoun or another verb. So here's the object pronoun. Him. So I talked to him. Why? To make him feel better. Okay. To make him happy. Something like that. Let's go to the next one. Oh, okay. That was it. Congratulations. That's the end of verbs. We have completed all the parts. You can do this review, ask, say, tell if you'd like, but you can do that on your own. We have completed the review of the 5 views, to be, to have, and to do, the modal, counting your verbs, the 7 patterns, the adverb, and now we have just completed the infinitive. So I'll see you in part 4. Great job, guys. Congratulations. Okay. Knowledge is power. Let's get that. Yeah.